Welcome everyone, it's the Knotcast presented by KnotClub33.com. Today's Knotcast is all about Marvel at Walt Disney World in Orlando. Yeah, we're going to talk about Marvel rides and attractions and where they could go at the Walt Disney World parks, alongside of Becky Wells, Pat Neistat,
What's up?
And Bobby Burchins.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Not a lot
never know what it's gonna
right now, but we're going to get into it. I'm Steve Rhodes. It's Marvel Day here, folks. So, Pat, recently you dropped a video based on, dropped a video right here on YouTube based on one of your articles on our site called Armchair Imagineering, where you essentially threw the Black Panther into Walt Disney World. Now, there's somebody sitting at home with their fist shaking in the air going, there's a contract with Universal, NBC Universal. Disney can't use the Avengers east of the Mississippi. Yeah, well, you know,
they can't.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that. We're not talking about that. Disney, if they ever got a contract, this is about what you would do with the franchise, where you would put it, but the caveat is you have to get rid of something, either repurpose it that's already existing or knock something down and start afresh. We're just going within the actual footprint of all the 4 parks that Walt Disney World has. So, Pat, I'll kind of lead off with you since it was your article. You had some ideas of where to drop Black Panther. If you want to give the one that you think is going to work the best to our listeners, viewers, let us know.
Yeah, certainly. So I'm going to give you 2 spots. One's going to anger a lot of people, and the other one is probably not going to anger too many people. But the first one is Wakanda and Epcot. With we create an African pavilion, multiple countries within the pavilion, and in the back of the pavilion we put Wakanda Black Panther attraction. Since it's hidden in Africa, that would fit perfect. But our big problem is people would call Epcot the Marvel Park, and they'd freak out over it. So since you got Guardians of the Galaxy, and then now Black Panther. But my spot would be over in Africa at Animal Kingdom, Rafiki's Planet Watch. I'd level Rafiki's Planet Watch, level it. I don't give a shit about it. It's stupid. they can take all
relocate all the vets.
They can
relocate the vet somewhere else on the premise, and then give us a land of Wakanda. And look, here's if you're listening, Chapek, here's a way around the contract. We'll just call it Wakanda, right? It doesn't have to be called the Black Panther. And then we have 2 attractions based on 2 e-ticket attractions, of course, based on Marvel's Black Panther in Wakanda.
I'm a guess Wakanda's also somehow in that umbrella of things you can't use.
No way.
I thought
it
was
Wakanda
like
is.
the original ones and Spider-Man.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing: is that the Black Panther is an Avenger, and technically might fall under the Avengers.
But they are going ahead with
the
Guardians of the Galaxy, and didn't they show up in a movie?
Yeah.
An Avengers movie? Well,
no, they did.
2 of them.
I mean,
I don't know.
The other thing is that I want to get rid of that stupid train that goes to Rafiki's Planet Watch. It goes one time. There's not even a circle. They don't have 2 trains. They got 1, and so you got to sit and wait for it. I get rid of that. Make it a loop. At least put 2 of them on there, and we can start moving people in and out of that place.
I love how you just said, fuck the veterinarians. The animals can fix themselves.
You do realize you're passing
I didn't say that.
All those backstage animal
enclosures
on the way to Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Yeah, we'll block that though, because you know how Hogwarts has the videos on the side, so you get into the train, the maglev train or the monorail, and you have the video. It looks like you're going through whatever, so you don't see it.
That's like the Star Wars transport thing. That's going to be like that.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm cool with the idea, man. And And just again to reiterate for people that are watching this in the premiere, the caveat here is you have to knock something out and put in a Marvel ride, and also we know that there's a contract in place with NBC Universal. Reiterating that, we're pretending it doesn't exist. Pat was just giving an example of how we could actually physically work around this if you really wanted to. Yeah.
I do have. I would like your opinion about the Epcot. What if they did something like what I said in Epcot? Would you guys?
You have to just get rid of Morocco and make that a whole Africa area.
The outpost. No, the outpost. That's technically a part of World Showcase. I count it as a spot on my drinking around.
So
I mean,
yeah.
That's where I would put it, in the outpost. Get rid of the outpost.
See, that's what I was expecting you to say. The outpost.
Morocco is more Middle East. I think of Middle Eastern when I.
Plus, Aladdin's got to be somewhere.
I know. I understand it's in Africa.
I mean, honestly, just demolish the American Pavilion. You're already in America. You don't need to stop in fake America while you're in actual America.
This is true.
They could move some of those aspects more.
Bobby doesn't like that, though.
We're already here.
But you're supposed to be in a whole different.
Whatever, Tommy.
That will never happen. But
they're keeping that shit. But I don't. That's the one pavilion. It's I'm not stop. What am I going to go get a hot dog? What the you're
Joseph McCarthy is turning over in his grave because.
Come on, man. It's just unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, I'm already here. I don't need the flavors of America. I try them literally every day of my damn life.
So we're all for the new African pavilion, but do we put Black Panther in it?
But I don't think that you get rid of Morocco completely. Now, I think Morocco is the most European of anywhere in the African continent. It freaking connects to Spain. I get that, but you got to keep some of that. You can't just
no. You would just build off of it, and it would be part
have
of
more, and
Africa.
then behind,
Okay.
Yeah. But an African pavilion itself could, it could do a lot of things. You could totally do Egypt and a lot of cool shit that you could do with it. Yeah. I just don't know if you would throw. Bob Chapek would throw Black Panther in there because he wants Epcot to exist. Because all he was going to do is IP the shit out of everything.
Well, what he say on this? He said on his earnings call he wanted to make Epcot more Disney.
Yeah,
I don't think he understands the Disney plan for Epcot.
Well, I think he does. He's the
Nobody
CEO. Understood that.
I think he understands it pretty well.
Watch
oh man! All right.
All right, so I got a great idea. Who else?
Yeah.
All right, I'll jump in because I had this whole Twitter rant on it. It was after the earnings call. They basically said Tron wasn't coming in 2021. I have a theory that maybe they're trying to buy the rights back to everything but the Hulk and Spider-Man, since there's rides over at Universal already based on those two. Maybe, just maybe, they put Iron Man as an attraction in place of Tron. And the reason why I say that is Howard Stark in the movies is basically like a doppelganger for Walt Disney. Both of them were huge futurists. They had the little pencil-thin mustache and everything. And they had the same presentation videos, basically. The ride vehicle itself, based on what I've seen in Shanghai and Hong Kong, if you were to just convert that instead of like a motorcycle type ride vehicle into one where your legs kind of dangle, you can kind of angle the thing and make it feel like you were flying like Iron Man if you wanted to. Sort of like Superman at Six Flags. I know that's an attraction.
That's a whole different concept of
how... It's the same track, it's just upside down. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, but
the ride vehicle is 100% different.
So
it could not be more different.
What's there? And
I'm sure they've already ordered the ride vehicles.
Like Disney doesn't have money to go back on.
It's a completely. You do realize that the ride itself, the track, the shape of the track might be the same, but the way that functions is not the same.
I'm just saying, if there's any company who can make it work, it's Disney. That's all I'm saying.
I got a better idea. How about we just level it and start over?
That same toilet paper rag that we talked about last week. They broke the news that the struts were being taken down. Of course, temporary struts that in place of the permanent ones. Whatever.
I'm glad you did some recon on that for us because zero of us clicked on that.
Amanda literally came into the room and was like, "Did you know that they're taking down like support struts?" And I'm like, "No, okay, let me do like 2 seconds worth of research." That's temporary. Instead, God, stupid.
Bring the bulldozers, level it, bring in Iron Man. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no on that one.
Tomorrowland fits as a theme for Iron Man.
2026. 2026 Iron Man, Magic Kingdom.
I think, Bobby, I don't disagree with the placement of Tomorrowland. I think that actually works probably better than, Tron, a movie that most people that they're trying to get into their parks have never seen. I mean, they came out in 1982.
I've seen it.
I think it came out the year I was born.
I started watching it, and I was bored, and I turned it off.
The second one's even worse than the first one.
Oh, the second one's rough.
But the second one's terrible.
I only watched
I don't know if you guys have seen, but if you watch the Pixar story on Disney Plus, the Imagineers that worked on Tron, they talk about it was a piece of crap movie, but it was a technological marvel. So I mean, it was groundbreaking in like the formation of what we have now. But why you would theme a ride after it, just because, I mean, maybe it was really popular in Asia, and that's why they're doing it over there. But I don't disagree with you, Bobby, that, Iron Man would probably be a better fit because more people over here are into freaking Iron Man. But
hell, Iron Man would be a bigger fit over there.
But, I mean, you could say that with about any attraction that you throw a Marvel character in it, and it's going to, it's going to boost revenue. But, I mean, at this point, I don't think the Tron is the... I don't think they're going to be replacing that or reskinning it with Iron Man. But what the hell do I know? Chapek.
Yeah. All right. This is Iger's decision. Chapek wouldn't have done this.
Becky, do you have one that's out there?
A little bit more creative that's not as exciting, but it's the first thing I thought of. So that whole area where it was supposed to be like the Star Wars launch bay and this terrible Disney Junior live on stage floor that needs to be burned. That whole area that is currently dormant and has literally nothing happening at all.
Do you go to that area?
No.
You walk past
Isn't that the Cars ride?
Oh, it's not even. There's freaking nothing here. You know the Cars ride's not over there. You shut your face.
There's a Cars ride?
It's not a ride.
All right.
It's some
all right,
crap.
let's move on.
Anyway.
It's not a ride.
There's a Cars ride, right, Becky?
It's not a ride. I haven't done it. I don't know.
Okay, so that little area where nothing's really happening besides Disney Junior.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So if we don't make an attraction, we can make it be like a training academy, like Black Widow or something. I'm not the whole girl power person, but have it just be like the Jedi Training Academy. Yeah, girls could do it, but until
Rey teach people to kick ass.
Hell yeah, they're like the character Rey brought more girls to want to do that, but like why not have Black Widow's a badass, and there's new movie coming, and I don't know. I think you could get a couple like a Avengers Training Academy type of thing. I don't know. I haven't thought this through, but I feel like there could be even more of a display where you learn a few things.
Becky, are you telling me you didn't do your homework for the
Are you freaking kidding me?
You had one job
in the last 4 minutes.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to say, us guys are kind of pie in the sky, but leave it to the woman to think of something, more practical that could actually happen. Because if Chapek is listening, he's like, that's actually cheap. We already have the space. All we have to do is knock these walls down and put a sign out front. Like, literally, they might do that if he's watching the shit. Like, send your royalty checks to Becky Wells up in Canada.
Can't cash them there. Please send them to America.
Yeah. North Dakota, Canada, same thing.
That's my first. That's the first thing I kind of thought of was like, because I can't think of anything off the top of my head for Hollywood Studios, but that freaking dead area of crap, you could easily put something there. Yeah. And this could be done quickly.
Yeah. It could open by the end of the year, early next year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's, you don't have to make it a contact thing, necessarily. They can make this work.
There's Scarlett Johansson lookalikes out there, sure. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
the
think
new one isn't even her anyway.
Oh,
Like
well.
the new Black Widow movie isn't going to be. It's Florence Pugh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure about
Okay.
that?
No, it's
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
Scarlett
yeah.
Johansson.
In the
Yeah.
new one that isn't out yet.
Yeah,
The movie.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty
gonna
sure
look
it's her,
that up.
but I don't know.
I'm
Up
not
on your screen is the correct
99.999.
information. It is down there on the bottom of your
All right,
screen.
Steve, what do you got, buddy? You're
I'm
a huge
gonna
Marvel
hit a-
fan. Tell us what you got.
As you know, my dabbling in the Marvel universe isn't very much. It really pretty much limited to one movie, and that is my boy Deadpool. And now that is Disney property and part of the MCU, I'm going to throw Deadpool into the Disney parks. And since he is not an Avenger, you wouldn't even need to break contract. But a little blasphemy, it's going to have to knock out one of your favorite rides at Hollywood Studios. Do you remember the scene in Deadpool where he jumps off a building and right into a car?
Oh yes.
He drops. Well, that's a drop. And only ride that has a drop like that is the Hollywood Tower of Terror. But if you reskin that with the jokes instead of the classic Tower of Terror, and you got him doing his thing, and you got the drop at the end where there's the jump.
No, so
My soul is personally attacked with that placement. Oh, God. Like, you can do
So-
so much more. Like with let's take Becky's idea of taking to space that is kind of useless to a degree. And
Where are you going to get me that drop? Where are you going to get me that drop?
nowhere. I'm not going to get you a drop anywhere. I just want Deadpool riffing on stuff, and I want him over at Magic Kingdom. Take over Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Take over Lilo and Stitch. And that
the
bullshit
monsters.
ride.
Can you
And just have
imagine
him stand there
the
and
monsters
rip on the
Inc.
guest.
Something other than the Tower of Terror. Like, oh, nah, man. That
Hey.
hurts my soul to take away that.
The Tower of Terror is already been taken over by a Marvel property, so
Yes, and they do a
what
good
makes
job
us
with
think
putting.
that couldn't happen again here in Walt
Yeah.
Disney World?
They got rid of the original freaking one that's literally a mile from or whatever, like super close to the actual Hollywood Tower Hotel, which made no sense to anybody except for the fact that they couldn't put that in Florida.
And then they don't
But
have to
I-
pay
if you-
rights fees.
I
Well,
love that.
here's the funny thing is that
They put
they're
jokes in
putting
there like they
Guardians
nailed
of
it.
the
It's
Galaxy in
exactly-
Florida. So
Okay, well maybe I have the wrong reasoning. Hell, what I will say is that Steve's thing totally works though. That is exactly how it is in that ride.
So,
is that
I'm gonna
every floor
propose
there's a
it
little it
further.
opens and there's a joke. It's the same. They could do
propose it further. We'll just we'll retheme Rock and Roller Coaster to a Marvel property. We'll retheme Cars. We'll just get rid of that and put another
that
Marvel
one.
property back there.
that. No one will know.
And then
Make
you
a
have a
Marvel
whole Marvel area. Really.
My poor 7-year-old
Well, I
is
mean,
the only
I
one who
think
might remember.
Bobby's Iron Man idea could go in Rockin', and then you got Deadpool over at Tower. And now, don't get me wrong, Tower is nostalgia-wise probably my favorite ride at Hollywood Studios. It's dope. I love the theming. When you get in there, it's just creepy,
I think
and
it's the
you know what's
oldest
going to happen.
remaining attraction.
Send-
Star Tours. That's the oldest one.
Send
that's
all
not-
negative comments to Steve Rhodes at Steve Rhodes.
No,
You know,
it's
why don't we
Steve at
drop the other-
notclub33.com.
Okay.
Why don't we drop the other Lucasfilm section that doesn't bring in anybody, and we're all trying not to do the get crowded
Star
in the
Tours?
theater. Get rid of Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones. I would much rather see him on an attraction than a stunt show.
Dinosaur.
Oh yeah, dinosaur for sure, 100%.
Not, but like I even that would be much better to see like some of the Marvel stuff play out than Tower of Terror.
have
Man,
like
that
Like
is
an Avengers stunt
soul.
show.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Avengers
You could
stunt show.
you
That'd be
could
cool.
totally do you could do a Deadpool stunt show over there. No, you could, and you'd have jokes that you could tweak.
Oh, gosh.
Like they made a PG-13 movie out of Deadpool. They tweaked it so it would be cool for Christmas time, so families could
Yeah, it
watch
had
it.
Fred Savage.
Yeah, and you could do a PG
I mean, that doesn't seem
PG-ish
worth-
Deadpool stunt show, and I don't know, but I would love to see that drop somewhere, and I just love the raunchy humor from Ryan Reynolds and it's
I could see
pipe dream, but
yeah, that's what it's all about.
That's awesome.
I can't get on board. I love pipe dreams. I love crazy, batshit crazy ideas and stuff like that. Terror, man.
It's true.
Oh, that hurts.
That's where I'm going with it. Does
Could
anybody
you
else
pick like
have
a shitty attraction to get rid of?
well, that's too easy. That's too easy. I mean, yeah, just put it in Stitch's Great Escape.
Bobby,
you know.
Here's the thing: is you're gonna bend over and take it when they make it. So
that's what she said. Walked right into that, right?
Backed up into it.
Right, yeah,
oh,
right on.
Man.
Beep, beep, beep.
And the show has reached a new low.
No, that was many episodes back.
All right, guys.
Was it ho?
We're running long. I'm gonna wrap this up. We're out. For Bobby, Becky, Pat, and myself, thank you for watching the Notcast. Stay subscribed here on YouTube and check us out on social media. We're out.
Bobby died over there. I don't know where he went.